All right, folks. Today we have a wild one for you. Buckle up, because my guest tonight isn't just here to share a story. He's here to blow your mind. You've probably heard the theories, the whispers of what lies beyond the frozen edges of our world. But what if I told you someone actually went there? And what if I told you he's sitting right here with me? Joining us today is someone who risked everything to chase the truth. Let's just call him, well, what do you want to go by?
Let's keep it simple. Just call me Jay.
All right, Jay, let's not waste any time. Tell me, what made you do it? What made you believe there was something out there beyond the ice?
Man, it wasn't just belief. It was a need. A burning need to know. I'd spent years digging into old books, finding scraps of information buried in history, things most people had dismissed as myths. But the more I read, the less convinced I was that they were just stories. And then I came across John Hamilton. The man had seen something. He talked about civilizations beyond the ice wall, people who lived untouched by the modern world, powers that, well, let's just say, they weren't human.
And that was enough for you? Just stories?
No, it was enough for me to start looking. And once I started, I couldn't stop. I found inconsistencies, gaps in our so-called official knowledge. But you know what really pushed me over the edge?
Tell me.
The things I wasn't supposed to find. Documents that disappeared the second I accessed them. Mentions of aerial zones deemed off-limits for reasons that made no sense. People who tried to look before me and vanished. So I decided, if no one else would do it, I would.
And that brings us to that night. Tell me exactly how it went down.
Exhales. All right, picture this. It's 3 a.m., maybe 4, freezing cold. I'm standing outside a maximum security fence, heart pounding, breath turning to fog. I've got bolt cutters in my hands and nothing but adrenaline in my veins. I check the perimeter. Nothing. No movement, no spotlights, just the wind scraping against metal. I start cutting. One snap, then another. My hands are shaking, but I slip through the gap and I'm in.
And you're not terrified?
Oh, I'm terrified, but I don't have time for that. I make my way toward the aircraft hangar. It's this massive, shadowy thing looming ahead of me. I pull out my blade, wedge it into the door's glass panel, and then...
Let me guess. Crack.
Exactly. Glass shatters. And then, the alarm. Loud. Piercing. Instant panic mode. I take off running. Through halls. Past locked rooms. Until I find it. The aerial control department. I grab the first badge I see, praying it works. I don't even check. I just run.
You had to know security was coming.
Oh, they were everywhere. Flooding in from all sides, but I was already on the tarmac searching for anything I could take. And then I saw it. A jet. My way out. I bolted up the ladder, sealed the cockpit, and started flipping switches like my life depended on it. Because, well, it did.
And then?
Engines roar to life. The jet starts rolling, and that's when I see them. Another jet, revving up, preparing for takeoff. They were coming after me.
Damn.
Yeah. I yank back on the throttle, launch into the sky. G-force slams me back. My vision tunnels. But I'm airborne. Then, the radio crackles to life. Unknown aircraft. Turn back immediately. You don't know what you're doing. And you know what I said?
What?
I smirked and said, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You are insane.
Maybe, but I was committed. And that's when I saw them. 3 jets in pursuit. They kept trying to talk me down. Turn around now, and this all goes away. No charges. No consequences. But I knew better. I knew what was out there.
And then? What happened when you reached it?
The wall?
The ice wall.
Bigger than I imagined. Endless. And just before I crossed it, my pursuers? They backed off, one by one, except for one guy. His voice crackled through the radio. "You're a crazy son of a gun. Good luck, kid." And then he was gone. I soared over the ice, into the unknown. My navigation systems flickered, then died. The jet's instruments? Useless. I was flying blind.
How long?
30 hours. The sun set and never rose again. Just darkness. And then
You saw it?
I saw it. The land beyond. Mountains that stretched into the heavens. Rivers of black water. Cities. Massive, monolithic, not built by human hands. And as I lowered the jet, I realized I wasn't alone.
Who was there?
Not who. What? They emerged from the shadows. Tall, silent, watching. Their eyes burned like embers. And then something happened. I went to take off, but I couldn't move. Not because of fear. Not because of hesitation. I physically couldn't move.
Like they were controlling you?
Not just controlling. Searching. Digging through my mind. Seeing everything. Who I was. Why I came. And then my hand moved. Not my choice. It hovered over the airlock and pulled the lever. The hatch hissed open. They stepped inside.
And then?
My hand started the engine sequence. That's when I realized I wasn't leaving alone.
What the hell did you bring back?
That, my friend, is another story.
Oh, we are absolutely doing a part 2.